Hello everyone and welcome to another Swift tutorial. So we're going to be going over inheritance. The best way to explain inheritance is, for instance, using a person like we have here. So we also have another class we could make called friend. Alright. Now all of my friends are people, but not every single person is my friend. So in order to save time and reuse code, we can just inherit from person and take everything inside of the class person and put it into my friend class. So instead of having to copy name, age, and all of that, we can simply say person. And now we have access to all that. So, however, the difference is with friends, I'm going to add my nickname for my friend. All right. And then we create our initializer. It'll try and override, but we're just going to use a regular initializer, and then we can, we're actually going to initialize these in here later. So our initializer, we have nickname param. By the way, I do this mainly so you guys can see the difference between this nickname param and this nickname. Most of the time, it's done like this: nickname string, and then you'll have self dot nickname equals nickname. So that might be a little confusing to some of those who are just starting in programming, so that's why I was using nickname param. All right. So, but this is the correct way to actually do it. But I just want to make sure, though, for these concepts especially, that you guys are catching them. When we start going into iOS development, you'll see me actually use this a lot more. So, but for now, we're going to keep it as simple as possible, especially just to explain how this works. Okay, so now we have that set up, ready to go. But it says super.init isn't called on all paths before returning from initializer. So this is essentially saying we need to also include the name parameter and the age parameter from person if we're going to inherit from person. So we can just say super.init, and this is where we initialize the name parameters. So for instance, this is where we can add name, string, age, int. Now we can just pass in name right there and age, whoops, age right there. Okay, so now we can create our object. So friend1 equals friend. All right, so for a nickname, well, our friend's name here is Dan, and his age is 25. And our nickname for Dan is Dirty Dan. All right, so now we can just print out our friend and nickname, and then we can also print out our friend's name. So there we have it, Dirty Dan and Dan. So we can actually get the name from person, and we have the nickname from our friend class. So that is how inheritance works. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. We'll keep going into object-oriented programming principles, and until then, see you guys next time.